I bet you didn't know how the first 7 ecumenical councils shaped Christianity. Christianity faced many challenges in its early centuries. One of the biggest was the need for agreement on core beliefs. This was crucial for the early church to grow and thrive. To address this, the first 7 ecumenical councils were held. These councils brought together leaders from different parts of the Christian world. They discussed and debated important theological issues. Their decisions shaped the future of Christianity. The first 7 ecumenical councils are highly significant for many Christian denominations today. These include the Eastern Orthodox, Roman Catholic, and some Protestant churches. These councils are seen as authoritative. Their decrees continue to guide these churches today. Understanding these councils is key to understanding the historical development of Christianity. The councils dealt with a range of theological issues. These issues were complex and often divisive. However, the councils sought to find common ground. They aimed to express Christian beliefs in a clear and unified way. This was vital for the unity and stability of the early church. This essay will explore the first 7 ecumenical councils. It will examine their historical context, key decisions, and lasting impact. This exploration will shed light on the development of Christian doctrine and the challenges faced by the early church. The early church existed in a time of great change and upheaval. The Roman Empire, once a persecuting force, had embraced Christianity. Emperor Constantine V's conversion in the 4th century marked a turning point. Christianity went from being a persecuted faith to the official religion of the empire. This shift brought new challenges. With imperial support, the church could now hold large-scale councils. These councils were attended by bishops from across the empire. They gathered to discuss and resolve doctrinal disputes. The ecumenical councils were particularly significant. The term ecumenical comes from the Greek word oikoumene, meaning the inhabited world. These councils were seen as representing the whole church. Their decisions were considered binding on all Christians. The Roman Empire provided a structure for these councils. The emperor often played a role in convening the councils. He also provided logistical support. However, the councils were primarily religious gatherings. Their purpose was to clarify and defend Christian doctrine. The first 7 ecumenical councils were all held in the eastern part of the Roman Empire. This reflects the cultural and political importance of the East at that time. Cities like Nicaea, Constantinople, and Ephesus were centers of learning and debate. They provided the backdrop for these pivotal gatherings. The First Council of Nicaea, held in 325 AD, was a landmark event. It was the first council of its kind. Emperor Constantine I convened it to address a major theological controversy, Arianism. Arius, a priest from Alexandria, had sparked this controversy. He argued that Jesus was not fully divine. He claimed that Jesus was created by God the Father, and therefore subordinate to him. The Council of Nicaea condemned Arianism as heresy. The bishops affirmed the divinity of Jesus Christ. They declared that Jesus is God from God, light from light, true God from true God. This statement emphasized the equality of Jesus with God the Father. This was a crucial step in defining the Christian understanding of the Trinity. The council also produced the Nicene Creed. This creed became a cornerstone of Christian orthodoxy. It summarized the essential beliefs about God the Father, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. The Nicene Creed is still widely used today in various Christian traditions. The First Council of Nicaea was a major turning point in church history. It established a precedent for resolving theological disputes through councils. The council's affirmation of Jesus' divinity shaped the course of Christian theology for centuries to come. The council's impact extended beyond the immediate controversy of Arianism. It helped to define the relationship between the emperor and the church. Constantine's involvement showed the growing influence of the Roman state in church affairs. However, the council also demonstrated the church's independence in matters of faith. The First Council of Constantinople, held in 381 AD, was another pivotal event in church history. Convened by Emperor Theodosius I, it aimed to address lingering theological disputes and further clarify the Nicene Creed. The council reaffirmed the creed established at Nicaea and expanded on the doctrine of the Holy Trinity. It also condemned various heresies that had emerged since the First Council of Nicaea, including Apollinarianism, which denied the full humanity of Christ. The First Council of Constantinople also addressed the nature of the Holy Spirit, affirming that the Holy Spirit is fully divine and equal with the Father and the Son. This was a significant development in the doctrine of the Trinity. The Council's decisions were crucial in shaping the future of Christian theology and ensuring doctrinal unity within the Church. The Council's impact was felt across the Christian world. It helped to solidify the theological foundations laid at Nicaea and provided a clearer understanding of the nature of the Holy Trinity. The First Council of Constantinople remains a key moment in the history of the early Church, reflecting both the challenges and achievements of early Christian leaders as they sought to define and defend their faith. The Council of Ephesus, convened in the year 431, was a significant moment in the history of the early Christian Church. This council was primarily called to address the teachings of Nestorius, the Archbishop of Constantinople, who proposed that Mary should be called the Christotokos, meaning Christ-bearer, rather than Theotokos or God-bearer. This distinction may seem subtle, but it had profound implications for the understanding of Christ's nature. The council, led by Cyril of Alexandria, ultimately condemned Nestorius's views and affirmed that Mary could indeed be called the Theotokos. This decision was crucial in shaping the doctrine of the Incarnation, asserting that Jesus Christ was one person with both a divine and human nature. The Council of Ephesus also played a key role in the political and theological power dynamics of the time, reflecting the ongoing struggle between different centers of influence within the Church. The decisions made at Ephesus would have lasting repercussions, influencing Christian theology for centuries to come. In summary, the Council of Ephesus was a pivotal event that helped to define the orthodox understanding of Christ's nature and solidified Mary's role as the God-bearer. Its decisions and the debates that surrounded them continue to echo through the halls of theological discourse even today. The Council of Chalcedon, convened in the year 451, was a pivotal moment in the history of Christianity. It addressed the nature of Christ, affirming that he is both fully divine and fully human in one person. This council was crucial in shaping the doctrine of the Incarnation, which remains a cornerstone of Christian theology to this day. Between the years 553 and 787, three more significant councils took place. The Second Council of Constantinople in 553, the Third Council of Constantinople in 680 to 681, and the Second Council of Nicaea in 787. Each of these councils addressed various theological disputes and issues within the Church, further solidifying the doctrines and practices that would guide Christianity for centuries. The Ecumenical Council, also known as the Council in Trullo, was held in 692. It aimed to address disciplinary matters left unresolved by the Fifth and Sixth Ecumenical Councils. This council produced numerous canons that would influence the administrative and liturgical practices of the Eastern Orthodox Church. The enduring significance of these early councils cannot be overstated. They not only shaped the theological foundations of Christianity, but also established a framework for addressing doctrinal disputes and maintaining unity within the Church. Their decisions continue to resonate, influencing Christian thought and practice even in the modern era.